And we are live.
Ayo, it's time to go. Yeah.
Loud as you can.
Get into it.
Let's do so.
Louder.
Don't act like you don't already know the name.
Thank you.
Let's go. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? You heard me. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more.
It's as loud as it
I
goes.
said you heard me. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. Now it's on. Now let's listen.
Did we change the ending to that song yet?
No.
When are we going to change the ending to that song that I requested 4 weeks ago, please? When?
Moving on.
Welcome to Mother and Son Making Sense Out of Nonsense Plus More.
Plus more.
Plus more.
Plus
It's
a
going to
lot more.
It's going to be hell today. Yeah, right off the bat, yes, we're starting 5 minutes late, not because of me.
I guess that's supposed to be funny.
No, it's
It
not
was
supposed to be
because of
funny.
you. You were on the wrong channel.
It was because of me, yes. Now let's clear everything up, a little bit of housekeeping. Can we please end the song so it's hot, live, and keep it loud? It's easy to turn it down. It's hard when the song is low. Big, loud sound. Or even better, send it to me and I'll play it. After, of course, we have updated the ending of the song like I requested a month ago, but it's not personal. And
Yes, I did send you the song, but I can send it again.
please send it again. Thank you. With the updates to the end of the song.
You got it. It's a rough morning for me, if you couldn't tell.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We're going to get past this bump in the road, and I'm going to start it off with a fun word. I was texting one of my friends, actually my ex-boyfriend of 50 years ago, and at the end, I just said, capiche? So the word is, and of course, Nathan, look, it's not opening. So the internet is off here.
Technical difficulties here.
Is that what's going on? There is something in the word. Here we in the air.
Capiche.
Louder.
Capiche. Capiche.
Capiche. Do you understand? Or as you would say and I would say, do you get it? Capiche?
I do get. Well, what's the definition?
The definition is, thank you for the question. Do you understand, from an Italian third person singular tense of understand? What does capiche in Italian mean? Is it rude to say capiche? Some people say that it's not polite to use it in a conversation. Capiche? Spelled C-A-P-I-C-H-E. Pronounced.
C.
Capiche.
I love the word because it's our new get it. We have another version of get it.
And so now we're bilingual. Capiche?
Capiche? My word is trite.
Trite?
Trite.
Trite. It is overused and consequently of little import, lacking originality or freshness. Trait.
Yes, I love the word. Spell it, please.
Trite. I
Try.
saw it yesterday. I don't remember where I saw it or heard it, but just thought it's a word that I know, but I don't use the word. I think it would be easy to slip it into my vocabulary.
I think you're right. It's a trite word, but it's very usable.
Yeah.
Capiche?
Capiche?
May I start off with a story?
Please.
Thank you. A second. Yes, I make my own sunshine. I've got to make an extra batch for you today. I'm sharing. Okay. So a man is walking with a cup of coffee, and someone rude like myself bumps into him and spills his coffee. Now, 2 days later, he's the same man is walking with a cup of tea. And I bump into him again, and the tea spills. What is the point? The point is whatever is spilling out of my cup, whether it's coffee, however I'm feeling, coffee is going to spill out. If it's tea, tea is going to spill out. If I'm rooted in trust and surrendering and practicing living in the present moment and letting go of thinking that I am making anything happen and just being okay and enjoying the ride, whatever spills out of my cup, say I'm irritated or I'm angry or I have little patience, that's in my cup. And so whatever, it's not about what anybody, what it's in my cup before anybody bumps into me. Whatever is in my cup is going to spill out. That's my point. Do you like that analogy? It's not mine. I heard it.
Well, yeah, so you didn't actually bump into someone?
No,
No,
not yet.
not
But if
yet.
I was in California, I'd bump into you right now.
I know you would. But it feels like you're bumping into me right now from where you are. I do like the idea of what's in my cup is already in my cup. That makes sense to me.
And so whatever's in my cup is going to spill out. So
Oh,
my other story is customer service, of course, never ending, never ending. And I have one window that I want shutters to be, I want shutters on. There's one window, it's a sun window, and it's just so bright in the bathroom. And so my neighbors next door have this huge spotlight. It's bright in the middle of the night, it's bright in that bathroom. I had someone come to measure for the shutter for that one window. And of course, it was the wrong company. There are 3 separate companies for shutters here that I've researched. And of course, the gentleman with the cheapest shutters, the hollow shutters, the Levolor used to be a good brand, but I guess it's a cheap brand now. He came and it was the wrong company. Now I already waited a month to have it measured. Now it's the wrong company. And then I get on the phone. Is there a manager, supervisor I can talk to? Bottom line is my cup was filled with irritation, impatience, incompetence, all of that. And when I was talking to the gentleman trying to get everything settled and another appointment made with the right shutter company, I wasn't calm. I wasn't pleasant. I wasn't nice. I wasn't friendly. I wasn't the happiness specialist that I claimed to be. And he was so gracious. He was from the South. He had a Southern accent. And I just had to stop after about 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. I said, you know what? Let me just stop and apologize to you. Let me just say that it's that I'm the one that's irritated. I'm the one that's annoyed. It has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with that you're not a supervisor, nothing to do with the measurements. It's me. This is what's in my cup. And I really in Nathan, I mean, I was groveling when I because I it was on me. Here I am getting short with a stranger. And I was groveling, please, please accept my apology. And this man from the country said, "Oh, darling, you don't have to worry. I didn't take anything personally. You're just having a bad day. Oh, darling, just broke me down." Whenever this customer service thing is going to be over, it's going to be over. But just witnessing and just the irritation, which has been decades and decades of the same story, the niceness and the kindness just broke my soul in half. The end.
It's a good story.
Ongoing practice, which never ends. And it's never about the shutters or the incompetence or whatever my little pea brain ego wants to say that it's about. It's just time for me to feel a certain way. And just practice watching my feelings fluctuate. And stay neutral to a judgment about why or a story about why. It's just time. The end.
I'm just taking a pause. I'm not sure where to go next.
Well, I have another story and I want your input. And I want your input. I was at Costco and I was in Roseburg. And the lady behind, I was returning something, and the lady behind the counter, Costco employee, the lady in front of me, she had a little girl. Maybe the girl was 8 years old, maybe 9. She was little. And so this cashier said, "Whoa, you look tired today. You look like you need a nap." And I just remember when I was a little girl or even older, getting that "you look tired today," and how that affected my feeling of myself for the day. Oh, I look tired. It's just like somebody saying, "Wow, you sure do look tore up today." And I just was bothered by her saying that to this little girl. And then the mother didn't say anything. The mother just, it was, I just had flashbacks to, "Oh, you look tired." And then my story, this little girl is going to be traumatized. Just all of it. That's another story that wasn't related to me, but I definitely practice that whatever somebody else is experiencing is there for a reason. That's another practice. It's happening for a reason. I wanted to scoop up that little girl and save her from that wicked cashier. "You look so tired. A nap, and you need a nap." And this woman that was the cashier, she was a little on the fluffy side. Fluffy. I felt like saying, "Well, you need a salad." But I didn't say that.
I mean, I think it's tough whenever I'm focused on somebody else and what they need and what they look like and giving my input when no one really asks me. I mean, it's a way that I can focus on someone else other than me. And I think it's just it's a distraction to me. You know, we talk about holding the mirror up. It's just a distraction for me to hold the mirror up if I'm holding the mirror up to everybody else.
Well, I have a question. Are there certain things that people can say to you that instantly trigger?
I think so. Yeah, I do think I have instant triggers that don't change, seem to just always stick around.
Like, can you share one?
Well, I mean, nothing specific is coming to me, but I think just being focused on me. I mean, even if it's a compliment or whatever it is, you know, passing. Well, a compliment's a little different, but yeah, just unsolicited attention talking about me.
Why are you smiling? Are you looking at my face?
I am looking at your face.
You think I'm funny to you? My face is funny.
It's not funny right now.
How
That's
about
not something
now?
personal. That's a little funnier.
How about this one?
That's funny. Those are funny faces.
This is part of my face or size. Don't move your head. Don't move your head.
I could use some facer size right now.
Let's go.
Is one side easier for you than the other side?
No, because I practice facer size all the time. Okay, and then
That's a
this
good
one,
one.
and then this one. Chin out. Yes, chin out. And this is for the toning of the neck. Turn to the down. You see all the muscles in my neck?
That's good.
Uh-huh. So the toning, there's I think what 80 to 90 muscles from the neck to the face that nobody uses. Okay, and then we do a pinch to get the circulation going. Pinch.
Now this is working.
And then don't forget your forehead, or as somebody told me when I was younger, I have a 5 head. Thanks, Marcus Johnson.
He who shall be named
Forever
nameless.
nameless. No, you have to pinch it.
Well, I don't want to put my fingers all over my face.
We'll do it anyway. Your mother's demand. Yeah, do it. You'll be fine. You're not going to get any kind of deadly disease from doing this.
You never know.
And then we do a little bit of temple, very little. And don't forget the nose. Yes. And the ears. Pull up, and then pull down. You have to keep the mouth open and the eyebrows up.
Now this
I'm
is working.
good. Well, that's good. And then after we do that, we do a full scalp thing. But I know how my scalp. Scalp.
I'm fine with the scalp.
Oh, good. And then behind the ears.
Mm.
Rub a dub dub. Yes.
Finally. The stories didn't work,
That's okay.
but it was nice for you to take the reins a little bit. I didn't have anything.
You didn't?
Nothing nice.
Listen, let me just say this. I am a one-woman show. I
We
can
all
start
know that.
I, I can start the show with 100 people, and I can end the show with just nobody but me.
It's really a skill. It's impressive.
Well, thank you.
If it was me, I would just be staring into the camera, silent, with my arms crossed and my chin out.
And that's why I'm here. And so let me share, let me make a big announcement. Oh, well, let me make two announcements. My book, Program for Unhappiness. You can find it on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, Program for Unhappiness, and Lulu. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, because he's not going to do it. And this is the other big announcement. I am going to let the gray come out.
That is a big announcement. Fine. Okay, that's
I
real.
heard you say finally. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, well, that is big. I just think that's big because we talked about your hair and your hair color for a long time, and you talked about the gray and when is it time, and you'll know when you know, and so that's big to me.
It is a different stage, and I have to say, I've been on this path for years. When am I going? And I say, when am I going to get enough courage? When am I going to have courage? And everybody's gray hair looks great on them. And then the last time I washed it, about maybe a couple months ago, one of the times I washed it before the hip surgery, when I just looked at my hair and I said, it's time. And then, Nathan, when I was in Roseburg, I took a picture with my students, my old students from the water class and also from the land class. Let's see, where are they? Water class and land class. And we all met at the bowling alley. Hey, shout out. Let's see. Shout out to French Braid, Red, Giggles 1, Giggles 2, French, what's the other one? Oh, Bun Lady.
It sound like
And
the people on Big Brother giving shout outs.
where's this picture? Oh, here it is. Wait,
Oh
let's
yeah,
go.
I think yeah.
Everybody's with their natural hair except for me.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they all look great, and it's just time. Time.
Yeah. Well, when it's time, it's time. It's really just a different look, different color.
It's whatever I perceive it to be. A different look, a
Yeah,
different color. Now I've got gray hair. Now, I mean, this old thing.
right.
But you helped me, and helped me, and you said, Mom, you can rock any hair color
That's right.
and any hairstyle, any hair length, any hair color, and any style. And I never, ever, ever forgot that.
Yeah, I'm glad because I still stand by that. And speaking of hair, I was at a dance rehearsal last night, and this girl who was choreographing it was talking about how she has extensions, and she said, "Can you tell?" And I said, I can't really tell. I'm not so good with extensions." And then she kind of pulled her hair back. I could sort of tell. And then she started talking about hair care and taking and just taking care of your hair because it's a part of your body. And she said your hair is you. So how you take care of your hair is how you take care of you. And I just liked hearing that for me because I don't think of my hair as me. I think of it as some kind of extension or an afterthought. So those floating things on top. And I like the idea of we were doing so good too. Is it as
What?
hard for I just want to speak to everyone else. Is it as hard for you guys as it is for me? Or is it just am I just sensitive to it?
You're just sensitive to it.
Fair enough. Anyways, I really like, and I'll wrap it up soon. I really
No,
like,
don't wrap it up. Hey, do your eyes side to side like you did with the meditation mat. Meditation man. Oh, and he was following one of my guided meditations. But he just happened to be driving at the time, and
that's a
but
classic.
but, but he was such fervor.
Have you seen it recently or no? It just stuck with you.
It always sticks with me. And but I thought about it. I said, all he needs is a shifty eyes, and he'll be fine.
Not really coming from a genuine place, but I could see it. Can you shift your camera just a little bit to your right?
I'm not centered.
No, it got a little bumped in the last couple of
Okay,
minutes.
okay. If you get closer to your mic, I can shift my camera.
It's just relentless.
How's that?
That's better.
I am relentless.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
Yeah, I think you would have been a really good boxer or an MMA fighter. Because the only reason they stop is when the referee pulls them off. But if the referee doesn't pull you off, you keep going. That's you.
Yes, and it's showtime.
That's true.
I mean, what am I going to do? Oh, it's showtime. Hold on a second. Time for me to take a break and take a nap.
This one
Oh,
will go,
showtime.
this one will go down in the books. What else? Well, speaking of irritation, I was quite irritated before the show, and I was irritated seemingly at many things, including myself. And just one of those mornings where I think it was a blend of actual things that are just sometimes things are obstacles, are little hurdles, or just they're hurdles one day and there aren't hurdles in other days. I think they're actual hurdles for me, and then mixed with what's already in my cup, now it's a double hurdle. You're coming on here with all your clowning and your nonsense, your falderall. That's a hurdle. It's lovely. It just happens to be a hurdle for me, or did this morning. And yeah, just trying to take responsibility for what's in my cup, and this, for me, this is a show, but it's not a show. It's not performative. It's us. So it's a blend. I mean, if I listen, if this is the Tonight Show and I'm hosting, and then we have a special guest, and then we have this act and this act, then I'll put on the mask, and I'll flip it on and put a smile. I'll paint a smile on top of my frown and keep it moving. But
No,
for
we
the
don't want fakeness. Don't be fake.
right. No, I don't want to be fake. Well, that no, I don't want to be fake.
So that's good. They see both sides. They see the person that has a lot of insights, and then they see the one that is, just sometimes that you got a cup full of
You know what?
yeah, I got a cup full of mhm, something that flies like.
Yes. And speaking of that, there was some on the floor from the cat, so I was cleaning that up minutes before the show. Which is very, very rare that happens. It was just a little bit. So that's a little hurdle for me. That's not something that puts me in a chipper mood to have to clean up
Well,
on the floor. And it's over. It took 30 seconds, and it rarely happens. It's just things like that.
well, did you practice observing this person with the lemonade breakfast without sugar in it? Or what are we doing?
What are we doing? Speaking of focusing on other people, what did bother me, not with you,
Oh,
but
darn it.
but I had a new student yesterday, and she really enjoyed my class, and she had a way of asking me if I was going to do more. I was subbing for someone else, so it wasn't my usual time or class. She had a way of asking, "Are you going to be doing more of these?" And I thought, "Oh, well, I said, that's very nice. Well, not right now, but I'm subbing, and I used to teach this class more." And she said, "Oh, is it a seniority thing?" And I said, "Well, no, it's not a seniority. It's just a scheduling thing." And she said, "Well, when will you know if you're going to teach more of these?" And as the questions kept coming, I, s- I started, my perspective of thank you for the compliment became, became
Get the F out of my face.
thank you. You took the words out of my mouth. So these trite questions, not only that, but I was getting ready to teach the next class. I had a sound bath in 15 minutes, and I needed to set up my instruments. So I started becoming increasingly irritated, and and I and the voice in my head was, okay, what do I need to do for me? So I felt like I was supposed to answer her questions, or that's what it was in that moment, and then it changed to something else. Now it's about what do I need to do? We've done the questions. So yeah, and I felt very focused on it. That's what I was trying to get to earlier. She didn't say anything specific. It just felt like I was in an interrogation chair, and I didn't even know what I signed up for.
And there are people that love to just ask questions after questions after questions. And then when that happens to me, now you're on your third question. I say, your limit of questions is up. Later, alligator. That's right. Your limit of questions is up. You fulfilled your questions. That's 3. You don't get 4. Nice to know you. And watch me walk the F out of here. Bye.
Well, I aspire to be like that, and to be able to end the interview when I feel like it's time to end the interview gracefully and clearly. My new phrase is compassionately direct.
Oh,
That's my
well,
that's my
my new phrase is direct.
that's not new for you. Do you have anything new that you're adding to that?
Okay, that's right. You're right. It isn't new. So my ongoing mantra is just direct.
That's cool. I like that. That's simple. It's like
Compassion for compassion. Does nature have compassion?
So
I
you
don't
don't
have time.
compassion. You don't have time for compassion.
Not all the times. But I do, but I can say, listen, this I usually lead it with, listen, I just met you and I love you, but but questions, that's your limit. Then I'm out of there.
That sounds compassionate to me.
Good.
Capiche? Which is a really good word, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. And your word is trite.
Yes. I just like a word that I know that I'm familiar with that I can squeeze, and I am familiar with capiche. Speaking of capiche, that's a French word?
It's an Italian word.
Oh, Italian word. Oh,
Capisce.
capisce.
Capisce. Capisce.
Capisce.
Capisce.
Well, that takes away my tangent of being a French word tangenting into the Olympics, which I don't have anything really to talk about. I just know that the Olympics are on right now in Paris.
Nice. Did you know that your mother was an Olympian?
Well, what was your sport?
Hold on a second. Let me think about it. Which one do I want to choose?
You have a
I
lot to choose from.
I know. I was a luge, you know, the people that sit all the way in the back of those luges and
Oh.
that was me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, I thought you were gonna say clown, a bugger. What else do you do?
It's downhill skiing.
Well, you do like skiing. Well, you took me skiing a few times.
Yes. I actually was trying to get rid of you and I thought you were going to get lost lost in the mountains, but you found your way back.
Oh, that's
Oh,
nice.
that's so bad.
No, that's funny. Well, I was glued to you. I had those were the days when I liked being really close to you as much as possible.
And I did feel that, and those days are over, and I feel that too. Those days are over, aren't
Well,
they?
that's scary. Going skiing is really scary. That's definitely I want to be close to my mommy because we're on that ski lift. I remember being scared of that. I remember being scared of going down the slopes. I remember being scared of putting on the skis, scared of scared of all of it.
Well, hold on a second. Does this work? Get ready. Boo.
Oh, I should have acted more scared.
Well, you were a little boy, so yeah, scared.
And what's going on with your patriotic scarf and your love hugs and kisses shirt? I haven't seen that shirt before.
Well, this I just had this was the closest that I had in the car, so I wore this when I was teaching my class earlier. And this shirt is what I used to wear when I volunteered at the senior center in Roseburg. This is
Oh.
my uniform.
Oh, you wore every time? Every time?
Yes, and with an apron. Oh, most of the time.
Now there you go. Let's continue the show like that.
Okay.
So much better to have fun with you. Thanks for the falderall. Sorry for the sour grapes in the beginning.
You're fine. You're fine. That's who we all are. I wanted to say, I just want to switch reels. It's really hot here in Lost Wages. It got up to 122, 124. Of course, I was in Roseburg, and now it's still hot. It's over 100. And when you bake chicken and you put it in the refrigerator, and there's the gel, the sauce gels up.
It's like
Well,
it's like gel, yeah, gelatin.
yeah. Well, I just have it in a baggie, 2 pieces of chicken, put it in the garage, and it thawed out just like that. No microwave, no nothing, just 2 hours. And because the garage is
Piping.
desert too. Yeah,
Wait,
hot.
how hot did you say it was? One
Well,
what?
you weren't listening.
I wasn't. I didn't hear that part.
The hottest I think got to 122,
That's really hot.
Yeah, 100, it's 114, 115, 109.
That's unnaturally hot.
It's very hot. I feel like I'm living on the sun.
And
However, I since moving from Roseburg, I said I will never complain about the heat. I don't care if it's 150. I'm not complaining about the heat. It's just something I'm experiencing hot weather.
I love that. I'm just looking at the weather right now.
115.
So do you have any, as far as Vegas and Roseburg, you want to go again, or you may want a residency, but you don't, do you ever think of living there again?
Not living there, Nathan. It's too damp for me to live there. I don't know if I shared the hair bump story.
Well, you did share it being damp. I don't remember the hair bump, but I do remember you saying, yeah, for your body and your health and the yes.
And some people can tolerate the dampness. Just like some people live in Iceland. Anytime you have to anytime you have to treat moss on your roof every year, in more than once, it's damp. I mean, I don't ever remember moss in California. Moss. But I had a hair bump when I was in Roseburg almost 5 years, and it never went away. Never. Moved to Vegas. 3 months, the hair bump was gone, and it was an ingrown hair. Gone, gone. So there's something for me, for my body, the dry heat works.
Yeah, different bodies. I recently learned that with swimming and the ocean, I need my ears plugged because everyone has different ear canals, different shaped ears. Water gets in. Some people they never have to worry about it, but for me, I just realized in the last week that I need my ears plugged. I mean, a little water here and there, maybe going underwater for a second, but if I'm splashing around and swimming, it needs to be plugged. So that was another thing that's been really bugging me this week.
What, you have water in your ear?
Yes.
No, but you're right about the difference. The difference is
Yeah.
there was a guy on the plane. His ears. He said my ears just they get all messed up with the plane ride, and
Yeah.
everybody is different. I need goggles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for me, the filter for everything is what is in it for me? What am I? What is this opportunity in this? Because it's so easy to get focused on the little things and that little moment and the ears or the cats or the thing that woman said. But what's the deeper message for me? And one of them is just acceptance. Accept this is what it is. And I think the other part is I didn't do anything wrong. It's that self-blame part. And there's no rush to do anything differently or to fix it. I mean, if I need to make an appointment or I was going to go to see the dentist. I want to make a dentist appointment, but there's no rush to see the dentist. So that way, if I want an appointment for Monday and they can only see me on Friday, it's all acceptance. But that expectation and the holding on, that control, all that tightness doesn't feel like acceptance to me. And fear too. I mean, I was joking about the skiing, but I was half joking because it's just being afraid and well, what's going to happen if what does that mean for the cats? Why did they do that? Is she eating okay? I mean, it's just such a belief. You talk about the identity and that Nathan identity just being habitually attached to fear. It's a good thing to know or a good thing to witness. Is there really anything to be afraid of, or is that just the story?
Good point. It is the stories, and that's and the practice for me right now is just life, whatever's life takes care of life. I don't have to do anything. Life is going to take care of itself. And just it fall for me, it falls back to the trust. I was listening to someone this morning, and he was talking about, remember when people just lean back, you fall back and somebody catches you. I've done that before and they've caught me. But what he said was, he said, there's still, even though they're going to catch you, there still is a little bit of a doubt, fear, lack of trust before even, okay. Yeah. And so how do I practice having that trust beyond that? There's just a little bit of, there's a little bit of fear. There's a little bit of angst. There's a little bit, they may not, how about letting all that go? And that's how I'm going to be, not going to be, that's how I'm navigating now. All of it done. Do I do something today? Did I do something? Did I accomplish something? No, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Neutrality, no stories. Nothing matters.
Capiche?
Capiche? And it's time to what? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It's time to wrap it up.
Wrap it up, my youngster. Wrap it up.
All right,
Takeaways today?
Yeah, takeaways are going all the way back to what's in our cup. It's already in our cup, and it will spill out. Maybe spill on someone else, something else. Takeaways. What else do we talk about? Taking it personally. You talked about it's time. It's time when it's time with the hair. We are all in different environments. Our bodies we are as different as our fingerprints. Maybe you need dry heat, moist heat, mossy. Facer size. Facer size. And your ability to do a show with 100 people or 0 people.
It's not about the people.
It's not.
About action.
It's about action. All right. I'm going to put it right up to the mic, the song.
Yes, please. And loud, and please.
It is.
Can I please have the ending up? Not
Yes.
down.
Oops.
You know what it is. Get into it. Don't act like you don't already know the name. Let's go. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? You heard me.
Capiche?
Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me.
Capiche?
Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. What? I said you heard me. Mother and son making sense out of nonsense. Plus more. Now it's on. Now let's listen.